name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Psycho Killer by Talking Heads. Great tune. It was played in Stranger Things Series 4. I'm going to teach you the song. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me. Give me a like on the video as well, that helps the video. And I love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section, including what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Now the song starts with a bass part, but I've written it out for a guitar just so you can play something. So the first 4 lines go. So for that we're going to play the A string 7 times. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then play the open E string, then E3. So the first 2 bars slowly you got. And then the next 2 bars are the same. So the first 4 bars you've got. And then the guitar part comes in. It starts off with a little harmonic going, which we're playing the D, the G and the B strings harmonics at the 12th fret. So you're just touching your finger over the fret wire, but you don't push down on the string. You just literally rest your finger against it, right over the fret wire, not on the space, over the wire. And you just play and then move your finger away and that will create the harmonic. So we're going to do it on the D, G and the B strings. And then we're going to do the same thing on the the G, B and the E strings. So bars 5, 6, 7 and 8 go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then that last hit is like a G5 chord, which to play it, all we need to do is place probably our second finger on E3 and get that finger to touch the A string. And then you can play down and hit either 3 or 4 strings. And that creates the G5. Okay, so that goes on beat 4 of bar 8. So if we play the whole line, you've got. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That takes us to kind of like the next guitar riff. So this is all still the intro. And the next line goes. To play that, we're going to place our first finger flat across the D2 and the G2. So you're squeezing down 2 strings. And we're going to play the open A string as well. Now if your hands are big enough, you could get your thumb over the top and rest on this E string to stop it ringing. You don't press it down, you just rest on the top of the guitar neck so the fleshy part of your thumb touches that E string so it doesn't ring. So we've got this A5 chord playing open A, D2 and G2, and it's going to go down, down, so it goes. On the second one, make it staccato, so either resting the hand on the right hand or the left hand, stopping it short, so it goes. And then there's a percussive note, so you just rest your fingers on the strings, so it touches the strings. So when you hit it, there's no actual note, so that's a percussive note. That's the X's in the score. So you go a down on an X, then get that A power chord, the A5 chord, and do an upstroke. Then an X with a downstroke, and then upstroke on that A power chord again. So the first bar of that line, bar 9, goes. Up speed. And then that chord carries on into the next bar. Don't play the notes in the brackets, they're just held on. And then you're going to play another downstroke on that A chord. So from the beginning of the line you got. Then another percussive note, hitting a downstroke, and then go back to that G5 chord that we did on the previous line and go up, down, up. So the first 2 bars, bars 9 and 10, slowly you got. Up speed. And then the next two bars are exactly the same. So the whole line, you got. That will then take us to the verse. Now the verse part goes. So for that we've got an A chord. Probably play it with your first finger D2, second finger G2, third finger B3, and hit the chord. And then you keep your fingers in the same place, but we're going to arpeggiate the chord by playing the E, B, G, B, E, B. We'll carry on into the next bar and play the G, B, E, B, and G. So you've got. Then hits a G power chord, G5 like we played before on the previous lines. So the first two bars you got. Or slowly, that'll be. And the next two bars are exactly the same thing. And then it repeats it, so you kind of do the same thing 4 times really. So that's the whole of the verse. So one line of the verse will go. And then you play that again, so the whole line again for the verse. And then it goes to the chorus, which goes. So to play that, we've got the F chord, the dreaded F chord. I'll give you an easier version, but the way I've written it here is bar your first finger across all the strings on the first fret, second finger on G2, third finger A3, and little finger on D3. If you can't do bar chords, the easier way to play it is put your first finger on B1, second finger D2, third finger A3, little finger on D3, and just play the middle 4 strings. That sounds cool as well. But if you can do the bar chord, do the bar chord. And then we've got a G chord. You can play any G, but I've written little finger E3, third finger on B3, second finger on E3 nearest to your face, and first finger on A2. And you're going to play all the strings. So you've got F, G, and then we're going to do an A minor chord, which is your first finger B1, second finger D2, third finger A3. Now the F chord and the G chord, you last for 4 beats, but on the A minor chord, just hit it and make it short. Okay, so the first 2 bars of that go. So then there's nothing else in bar 19 and 20, so that's bars 17, 18, 19, 20. Bar 21 we go back to an F chord, 22 we've got a G chord, and then bars 23 and 24 we've got a C chord, and we're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, so you get. So the whole of that line, so that will repeat, but let's just play that one time. And actually at the end there you've got bars 25 and 26, you just got an F and a G. So you play bars 17 through to 24, you repeat back and play 17 through to 24, and then you play bars 25 and 26. Hopefully that makes sense. So the chorus you got. And then that will go back to playing like the riff just before the verse, like the second line that we did. Then it does the verse, then the chorus again. And then there's a middle 8, which all we've got to play is go. So it's a B minor chord, so first finger E2, second finger on B3, third finger on G4. And we're just going to hit those chords, making them staccato. And we're going to hit them 8 times like this. And then just move your first finger up a fret, so we get to the 3rd fret. So we've got E3, B3, and G4. And that's a little G triad. And we're going to hit that 8 times. And then that repeats, so you play bars 27, 28, 29, and 30 again. And then it hits an A chord. Now I haven't written this in, but do like that classic rock and roll, Rolling Stones kind of thing. Down, up, down, really quickly. On that A chord at 31, 2, 3, 4. And then in 32, we're just going to hit the A chord 4 times. Then a G chord. And then down, up, down, up. So bars 31, 32, 33 and 34 go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then it goes back to literally on the end of that goes to the second line again. And plays that line. Then you've got a verse and then a chorus. And then the rest of the song is just lots of noise and stuff, so I haven't written that all out. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video, and I'd love to hear from you. So please leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, what songs I should do next, what you think of Stranger Things, because it's awesome, I'm watching it at the moment. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me going, and you also want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.